Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 14th episode of Carole Tuesday. Now, last episode, Carole Tuesday decided to go independent, like not sign a contract with Rightness Records, whatever they were called, and they had to find a producer. So they went to some sketchy part of town where they played, and I guess found the producer they were looking for, a legendary producer, but he seemed to be a bit crazy, deranged. I don't know. But I guess he must be legit if Gus thinks he's worth going after. So I guess we'll find out. So 3, 2, 1, play. And of course, our new opening we got last episode. It's definitely a nice opening. So yeah, let's see. The guy has an axe. I can't really can't be a good sign. Well, just hold each other tighter. You'll be fine. Obi. I don't want to distrust your opinion here, Gus, but all signs point towards this not being a good idea. The blinking light sure doesn't help. The first way to put the axe down. Order of priorities. Well, rude. Well, at least we don't hit stuff with axes. So take that. How much do you even know about this, Toby, if you're not even sure the guy that showed up was him? Well, yeah, but you kind of implied you didn't like us enough to be ours, but if that's not the case, then I guess you're our new producer. But why do you have the axe? I don't... Oh, well, there's that answer. Still gonna put it down before going to talk to us. I... Yeah, I'll text and say Nani. It's just... Yeah. Why are we drinking imaginary tequila? What the heck? Uh, I guess I don't know. I think I already filled up on the imaginary kind, so just drink without me. If he's got tequila, I don't see why not. That changes everything. I should hope so. I guess that's a yes. Yeah, we really can't afford anything, for being honest. Okay. Oh. I guess that works. Thank you, I guess. I mean, I'm not really into that kind of thing, but sure. Okay. Not sure what that's about, but that is really is a nice place. You do love showing us different sides, don't you? How many new sides do you have? Just how special of a snowflake are you? That's the big question here, Angela. Well, I haven't, so take that. Take that blow to your ego, Aaron. Sure. Oh, we're doing this. Yeah, it starts. Like, I don't think any of you are my parents, so yeah, that changes things. Yeah, we didn't technically win, but we just allowed a debut. That's about it. Could hide your intentions a bit better than that. Is that true, or is that a ruse to... I, I think... Uh... Tuesday, where are you? Yeah. Apparently word got around that she goes to that laundromat. I am aware of that. I mean, none of that's really all that surprising, to be honest. So where's Tuesday? But who will rescue Carole from random people wanting money? So was I. That's quite a story. That's a good point. Like, would it snow on Mars? I don't think it would. There you go. There's Tuesday, I think. I'm not a suspicious person, I'm just Kyle. I doubt she wants to talk about her mother. Interesting shape of that thing. You don't have a business card. I was gonna say, what kind of Japanese person are you, but I guess this doesn't take place in Japan, so I guess it's fine not to have a business card. Isn't the song that plays during the intro? Like the whole Marude, Kiseki, whatever part. Oh, that's a lot of birds. Shoot. Black Knight. Does she got a stalker? It's not a white knight. That's the ones. Those are ones you really have to watch out for. No, there'd be a white knight if that was what they wanted. You scared them away finally. And what else does Tao do, really? Huh. Can I, like, borrow this tech of yours? Because I kind of want to make my own holograms. Yeah, I was about to say, like, that means she won't be necessary. I don't think you can say that. Trade agreement with Earth. Like, wouldn't Mars need to have goods traded from Earth? Like, I assume some things can't be made on Mars. Guess that's a problem for you. You don't have to fulfill your promises. Yeah, a lot of campaign promises are made that never happen. Nothing worse than being a commoner. Back over to Santa Claus. It's a bit more likely. Oh. Yeah, he looked familiar. I couldn't quite remember where, but yeah, he played in that one thing. Of course they know each other, yeah. Jeez, dude. Gotta switch now. uh, uh, this is great. uh, one of the best armies of two, really. Okay, that's not okay. Thought it was fine. But I guess he disagrees. Okay, let's make an army of three. Sheesh, just stop complaining. Oh. Did I just see a birthmark? But that was the arm. I thought you said cheek before. Thank you, I guess. Could do it a more normal way, but I guess we'll take it. Only 52 takes. How impressive. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch back. There we go. I was attracted by the bookmark thing, or birthmark. uh... Guess that's the next step. Yeah, that's exactly why we do it, because we're not supposed to do it. Have fun with that. We did. Only took 52 takes. Yeah, he's going to Earth like you said. Is he gonna tell her something important here? Yeah, he's actually bringing it up. So it seems like he didn't abandon her because he wanted to. That sucks. Okay, so is that what the probation officer thing was about? I was confused about that. Well, that's a pretty heartbreaking story. And he's going back to Earth, so... Okay. It's almost making me tear up. Like I'm getting pretty close. Uh, 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 to be continued. Well, that was certainly an episode. Army of Two. Which, yeah, I think Army of Two might be one of my favorite songs that they do. Especially when they sing it like that, you know? Looking at each other and whatnot. Still not really sure why we have such an Angela-focused ED. Unless the second half of the show is just going to be more focused on her, I guess. But, I mean, the first season was already decently focused on her, considering she's not a titular character, so... I don't know, it just seems odd to me that she's, like, the character of the ED. But I guess we can expect some big developments with her. Okay. That was the 14th episode of Carole Tuesday. This episode, we met our producer, Toby, and he did definitely come across as crazed and deranged when we first met him. But I guess he's just a weird guy. But yeah, he had some harsh words to say about the performance, but he's apparently was interested enough to, you know, give them a chance. Brought them back to his place and gave him a microphone, allowed them to record. After like 52 recording sessions, 52 takes, they actually got one that was apparently good enough to be polished, you know. So that's good. They got their debut song. It's all up and ready to go. Gus and Toby seem pretty excited about it. So yeah, things are going pretty well on that front. Angela, I mean, what can we say about Angela? She's doing her thing. Of course, she seems to be pretty popular. Meeting up with Aaron, drinking together and all that. So yeah, not a lot to say on that one. But we also had a thing with later with Angela with the simulated recording thing that Tao was messing with. That I don't think Angela was a big fan of that because, like, hey, won't you not need me anymore when this is finished? She's like, no, of course not. Don't think of it that way. Just do your best. You know, like he tried to say that wasn't the case, but yeah, It was kind of funny though, because it reminded me a little bit of another show that I'm watching this season called Restage Dream Days, like an idol anime. And, you know, spoiler alert, there was a character that's had something like that where her voice was used as a base for some sort of AI type thing. And she was not needed anymore after that. And it kind of ruined her interest in the whole thing, but it just reminded me of that. But anyway, back to the show. That was all that, and we had a little bit with Tuesday. Like, we had a reporter, journalist, whatever, go up to her and want to talk about the mother. And the mother also is going through her own thing, you know, talking about, actually I want to go back and see what exactly he said. Yeah, revoke the trade agreement with Earth. So I don't really know exactly what that means. Like, does it straight up mean not trade with Earth anymore? Because if so, I'm not sure how that benefits Mars, because you would think Earth would have more vast resources. Because, I mean, in real life, Mars is uninhabitable for the most part. Like, it would take a lot of work to get to that point. And a lot of things you have to bring from Earth, and anything that you can get up there that would be self-sustaining, like, it would be in limited supply, right? So, I don't know. It just seems weird to me that revoking a trade agreement with Earth would benefit Mars. I don't quite get that, but that's probably because I don't fully understand the whole political system in this world, really, because it hasn't really been a focus exactly. Because before we were talking about immigration, which I'm guessing she's against, if because that's kind of similar to the position that this would be similar to. Like, immigration is like exchanging of people, whereas this would be exchanging of goods. Like, it's kind of the same vein, sort of. But that's what the consultant wanted. Apparently thinks that would benefit her to do that. But nobody explained exactly why who it would benefit, like, practical wise, but I guess that's not the point. The point is whether or not she does it, and whether or not she wants a campaign on it, whether or not she can actually fulfill the promise. But he kind of talks about how it's not really important. Like, in campaigns, you make a lot of promises that can't necessarily do, like whether it be building a wall or whatever, because people can't tell ahead of time if they're actually going to do it or not. You just have to take it on faith. It only really becomes a problem when you go for re-election, you know. But yeah, that was all that stuff. So the last thing to talk about is Carole. Now, for a while we've known the general idea of her backstory, that she came from Earth, you know, refugee camp, all that. Parents abandoned her. Actually, not sure where we found out about the abandoned thing, but I feel like we've known about the going from Earth and all that for a while. And her parents were clearly not in the picture, so. But anyway, during the performance or something, she talked about, like, hey, you know, my parents, if you're out there somewhere. Yeah, I wish I could remember exactly what she said, but she brought it up. I know she brought it up. So that's why people are coming out of the woodwork and be like, hey, Carole, my daughter, I missed you so much. I want to be in your life now. Money, please. So that's kind of what we're getting here. It's kind of awkward when two sets of people both show up at the same time claiming to be the parent. But, of course, that can't be the thing. And as soon as she talked about that during the Mars Brightest thing, I knew this would happen. Like, anybody could predict this would happen. So, let's see, where in the episode was this? It should have been around here when she said she didn't have any money. At one moment, definitely looked like she could have been Carole's mother. Like, she did. That's pretty good. Pretty big similarity there, as opposed to, like, the other two. Okay. Oh, so she did say wrist. How did I read that as cheek before? Huh, my bad. I don't know. But yeah, she clearly says right wrist. Okay. I mean, it didn't matter that much because they wouldn't have bothered to show a birthmark of a character if it wasn't like the one she talked about before. So it doesn't matter that much that I misread it, because I already kind of figured that was the case. And speaking of, I kind of regret not saying anything at this point. But yeah, after he shoot out the fake parents, I kind of had a little glimmer in my head of, like, maybe this is her parents or whatever. But I was like, no, I don't really have enough evidence to say that. I'm just pulling it out of nowhere because it would be an interesting plot twist. But later on in the episode, they gave us the evidence for it, so. And it makes sense, though, yeah, because people are coming to this laundromat, which is where she met him, I'm pretty sure, because they know she goes here, and they want to meet up with her, and that's what her parents would do. We had all these fake parents doing that. It makes sense that if the real parents were out there, wanted to see her, had the means to get there, they would do it as well. But he was not as upfront about that, because he even said later on, I don't really care. Well, what he said was, what was important to him was getting a glimpse of her. Like, that's all he needed. He wasn't going to ask for forgiveness or anything like that. He just wanted to see his daughter, and this was enough to do that. He went there, he saw her. Of course, he saved her, helped her out, because he would do that for your daughter, so. And it's good that he didn't straight up, like, go in there and say, hey, Carole, I am your father, nice to meet you, because she would have just seen that as being like all the others. So it's a good thing that he took the approach that he did. So, it may not have been super intentional, but he definitely made the right move there as far as what ended up happening. And then, yeah, I think it was right after the performance that we saw the birthmark on him, that was the proof that we needed. At that point, it was a matter of like, yeah, is he going to tell her the truth or not? That's what I was wondering, really. Again, I don't think I said anything, but that's what I was wondering there. Whether or not he'll actually say anything, or if she'll just see the birthmark, or what will happen there. And they did run into each other. And he did explain his circumstances. He didn't straight up say that she was his daughter, but he just explained the situation from his perspective. And of course, she would know, being a part of the story herself, how that aligns with her life. So nobody had to be, blatant about it. It was clear to everyone what was going on there. So I'm glad. I am happy about the way they handled that. Like, they did respect the audience enough to, fill in the couple blanks there. And it was a very sad, heartbreaking story. I did tear up a little bit here and there. But at the very least, she got to see him. He had to go back to Earth and all that because of the role and all that. He was only temporarily been able to come up here. I'm kind of surprised going to Mars wouldn't be a violation of parole, but probably wouldn't be able to find the spot where the probation officer was mentioned, would I? Because that was such a brief scene, I don't think I could find it by skimming. I'll at least spend a few seconds trying, though. Yeah, oh no, yeah, it was here. Yeah, he said, yes, I've contacted the probation officer here, too. Yeah, and I don't know, it didn't really click with me that it was his probation officer. I don't know why, I just dropped the ball on that one as well. But yeah, he mentioned the probation officer there. So, yeah. Anyway, good episode, definitely had a hit in the feels. But it's good for Carole to get some of that closure, find out some stuff that happened. She now knows that her parents had abandoned her because they didn't want anything to do with her. She now knows the truth, and that's great. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.